Okay, so I just got off work a little while ago. I want to go check out this bird refuge, DeSoto National Wildlife Refuge. They'll all come down here because it's this refuge. It's crazy because all the water around the refuge won't have any birds in it, but the refuge will be full of birds. So I want to go down here and I want to practice my duck call a little bit. There are a ton of wood ducks, but they kind of, they're back in the woods. They're back in the forest. So hopefully we'll be able to get some decent footage of some migratory birds. I'm going to use my Buck Gardner wood duck call, and I'm going to use my Duck Commander Woody call. I'm going to see if I can get old Woody to fly down and give us a little show. Just beyond where those trees are, there's what they call DeSoto Lake. We've had a couple of cold fronts come through. I've noticed in North Dakota, the temperatures have been a lot colder, and I've seen some speckled-bellied geese, a lot of Canada geese, or Canada goose. I don't know what you call them, Canada geese. They're Canadas. I've seen a lot of those guys flying down. Teal came down a couple of weeks ago earlier. We actually shot a teal during the early season teal hunt. Make a few wood duck calls and see what happens. I'm gonna use this Duck Commander wood duck call. Let's just see if something responds or flies in. Maybe I can bring something from over there. And I don't have any decoys out there, but maybe I can bring something over. So here we go. Well, I sat here for a little bit and I made a couple more calls, and I didn't have any response. I did hear some wood ducks. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, there were some teal just flew by, and I'm filming this way at myself. Oh well. I did hear it sounded like a wood duck way off in the distance flying by. I don't think it had anything to do with me, but there's a couple more water holes. I'm gonna ride around and we'll try. That's right over the lake. I'm trying to zoom in. See them flying over the trees there. Look at them out there. We'll go try to get a better look behind those trees. That's over the Missouri River out there. They're coming in. They're making their way down. So this is just a little bit. This is a stretch going through the refuge. Over here to my right, you can kind of see these big open fields. And over here to my left, it's cottonwood timber. And there are some pretty amazing animals out here. It's, I believe they do 2 hunts for does, and I've heard stories where people have been hunting the does, and these big 175, 200-inch whitetails, they're running through, but you can't shoot them. These deer, they get in this refuge, and they're in the refuge, they're in the safe zone. But now they come out on the edges of this refuge, and they have entered the danger zone. So a lot of photographers come out here, hikers, bikers, they'll run up down this road. In the spring, they do a youth turkey hunt, which is really neat. I was able to take my nephew on that last year, and he shot a pretty good turkey. Right now, we're gonna come up on this place. It's called the Bird Blind. It's a big wall with a bunch of holes cut in it, and you just stand along the wall and look around. I can already see ducks flying all over the place. I'm gonna make a few calls, see if we can get something in the air. I am seeing a lot of birds flying around. That is for sure. So. I wish I had a better camera or I could zoom in a little more. Look up there, look up there, look up there. Look at that. Wow. There's a lot of birds out here on the water. Okay, I'm gonna get away from that lake. There's just a lot of Canadas on it. There's a lot of mallards. There's pintails. I see you a beautiful bird out there is a widgeon. And a widgeon's a cool looking bird. But what I'm gonna go to this little creek. There's a little creek over here where I always see woodies. I'm gonna go out here and see if I can bring some over or holler at some, see what happens. I'm gonna walk over here and I'm gonna set up my camera on a tripod and I'm gonna make a few wood duck calls for a little while, and we're just gonna sit and see if something comes this way. Kind of fun to mess around and goof around with these ducks. Here's where I'm going to sit out over. It's a little bit of a lake. There's a little hole here. You can see the lily pads here. They're kind of drying up. It goes back around this way here. So I'm going to just kind of bury myself. I got the wind at my back. No decoys, no camo. So I'm just going to make calls. See if I see anything fly by. I will try to get it on camera. Try to let it land. So I am not covered at all. I mean, I'm sitting behind a little bit of grass right here. And I'm going to go ahead and try to call, make a few sounds here. See what happens. Okay, well, I've been here for a little while and I haven't even seen any birds fly by. Nothing. I did hear some woodies behind me back over there flying, but there's more water. I think they're just flying through the air. I want to just call at them, see if I can get in here. I just want to watch them. It's just fun to watch these ducks. Right here at the road watching me. Pretty doe. I don't know if you can see that very well, but right there in the center of the screen is a young bald eagle. There's several bald eagles here in DeSoto National Den. We're just standing up there watching over. Okay, now there's a big flock of Canada geese right here to my left. I'm going to ride down. I wonder if there's any banded birds. I think they're going to be a little spooked. I'm going to ride right up on them. I did see a banded bird earlier at that bird blind. You know what's kind of cool is, and I may be wrong, but I think they mate for life. I noticed this year whenever they had the gooselings, you would have 2 adults with all the young. There's always 2 adults with the young. I wouldn't be shocked if that's just how it is. Kind of sad if you think about it. They end up on someone's dinner plate somewhere, but that's life. Okay, well, the day ended and I was unsuccessful at bringing a wood duck over to get it in camera. But I had a good time, you know. I enjoy the outdoors. Slade, when we gonna go duck hunting?
I don't know.
Pretty soon, huh?
Probably in 30 days.
Well, the season starts October the 21st. Slade's got his own waders. He's got his own duck call. Go get your duck call real fast.
Okay.
Go get it. Okay, Slade, so show us your duck call. This is turn it around so we can see the sign on it here. It's this Buck Gardner duck call. How you feel about your duck call?
Awesome.
You been practicing a little bit?
Yep.
Are you excited to take it out?
Yep.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear you do the comeback sound of the hey hey call. Do it again. Okay, let me hear the feeding sound, the tuka tuka. This little boy's only 6 years old. Okay, go tuka 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 tuka. And then go, hey, 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 hey. God dang, he is good. All right, we're going to get him out there. I don't know if you're going to have a gun, but I'll shoot him and you call him for me. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, we'll see you out there on the water.
How about you hold the gun and then I pull the trigger?
We might could do that. We'll see. We'll think about it. All righty?
Okay.
Okay. So Bonnie Bell wants to play. Let's hear you. Do the duck call. Do it. Do it hard. Come on. Take your hand off of there. Now do it. Go. Let's hear you go. You do it now. That's the wrong side. Other way. There you go. Good girl. Bonnie and her duck call. Yeah. We'll take her out in the woods. Get her a little duck. Do it one more time. Good girl. Give me 5. I love you. Give me a kiss. Mwah.